Hello everyone, welcome to Jodie's 9 Days of Halloween. Today is day 6 and we will be talking about the Stephen King classic, The Shining. So The Shining was directed by Stanley Kubrick and stars Jack Nicholson as Jack Torrance, Shelley Duvall as Wendy Torrance, Danny Lloyd as Danny Torrance, and Philip Ston as Delbury Grady. So we start with credits and the camera is just following a car up the mountains and it goes on for way too long. And I want to know, would the mountains really have such a clear blue sky if they have snow on them? I don't really know. So Jack has an interview for the hotel and we cut to his wife talking to their strange child who talks with his finger. We find out Jack wants isolation to write and the interview guy thinks it will be a problem, but Jack reassures him and it looks like the interview is going well. So the interview guy tells him about the incident about the guy that murdered his family, which is Grady. Jack rings Wendy up, telling her he got the job, and this kid is like really strange. Like they really should take him to a doctor. So they drive to the hotel, and on the way talk about cannibalism, because you know that's what you do. The kids saw it on TV, and why are they not watching what he does? Who knows? So we cut to Danny, who is playing darts at the hotel, but then sees two girls, twin girls. They disappear, and we cut back to the tour that Jack and Wendy are on. This scene goes on a bit too long. There is also another guy, I don't remember his name, but he takes the kid for ice cream, and there's a scene where Wendy is like, "Oh my god, how did you know we call him Doc?" While this is happening, Wendy and Jack go to the basement. So we hear about Tony, who is Danny's finger, and I think this kid is like really strange. They really need to take her to a doctor. So we get a following scene with Danny wheeling around the place and Wendy makes breakfast. She wants to go out, but Jack needs to work. Wendy eventually takes Danny to the walking maze, which I like. I like this walking maze. We then get another wheeling scene where he reaches door 237, but it's locked. And the girls appear again. Wendy comes into the room Jack is in, and he basically tells her to get lost in a nasty way. So is he losing his mind yet? We're not sure. So Wendy contacts the police and they tell them there's a storm brewing. The phones are down. So Danny rides around again and sees the girls and how they were killed. And I think this kid really needs therapy. So Danny goes to Jack for comfort and Jack's acting really strange, but this really suits him and he plays it so well. When Danny asks if Jack would hurt him and his wife, he tells him no, but obviously he has a smirk on his face, so you know. So the door to 237 is now open, and who'd go inside there seriously? Jack is having a nightmare. Wendy wakes him up, and Danny comes in with bruising on him. Jack blames Wendy. So Jack goes into the golf room and has a drink from Lloyd, and he admits he hurt his son once to Lloyd. So Wendy tells Jack what happened, and he doesn't believe her. He goes to look for himself. Jack sees a woman in the bath. She gets out walking to him, and he looks crazy. She's like feeling him up, and it's really strange. And then the woman turns to an old woman with mould on her, laughing, and Jack walks out the room. So the guy who calls Danny Doc is trying to contact the hotel. Wendy asks what happened in that room, but Jack says nothing. So Jack is getting annoyed at Wendy. She wants to leave, but he doesn't want to go. So he leaves, trashing the place as he goes. Jack hears a noise and goes to investigate while the other guy contacts the police to check on them. So he goes back to the golf room and has a drink, and it looks like there's a ball there, and they eventually realise Grady is there. Grady tells Jack his son has a talent he is using. So Grady says he is naughty, and Jack says it's Wendy's fault. Grady says they need punishing basically. He tells Jack what he did to his wife and twins, so it seems like Jack's going to do the same. Jack connects the only outside world communication, and the other guy is making his way to the hotel. So it looks like Wendy is going to get rid of Jack. So she reads what he has written, and Jack asks if she likes it with a smile on his face. She wants to talk, but she's nervous and she's backing away from him. Danny sees what is happening. Jack asks what they should do about Danny. Wendy wants to take her to see a doctor. And Jack Nicholson plays this so well, it's just really good. Jack talks about the responsibility of the hotel and that he wants to bash her brains in. And she bats at him while he chases her and hits him eventually. Jack falls down the stairs and Wendy drags him half conscious into the freezer. So Jack eventually tells her he'll plug the machine to the outside worm, and she goes to check the snow thing, but it looks like he might have pulled it apart. She has a knife on her, but she hasn't used it. Grady knocks the door to the freezer Jack is trapped in. He tells him he failed his job and Jack wants one chance, but he's trapped. Grady is persuading Jack to kill everyone, so the guy is still driving to the mountain. So Wendy is asleep and the kid is there saying red rum, obviously murder. He knows the dad is going to kill them. The dad comes in with the axe and Wendy puts Danny out the window. He comes in and does his famous "Here's Johnny" line, and she slashes his hand and escapes. Jack is looking for Danny. Wendy is also looking for Danny, and Danny escapes into the maze while the other guy comes in. Jack kills him and chases Danny. The mom sees Grady as she looks for Danny, and she's like nowhere near them, and yet she gets out as Danny gets out of the maze, and they go off together and leave Jack in the maze. Jack gets frozen alive. So we get a zoom in shot to the gold room, and the picture, I think, from the ball, and it looks like Jack Nicholson, so it's the same ball from earlier in the film. Okay guys, so finally a film I really enjoyed. I enjoyed Shaun of the Dead, but this is obviously a really good classic. I enjoyed the slow pace of it all as Jack deteriorated and got mental, and the creepiness at the hotel with the women in the bath and the twin girls. The story beyond it all was really interesting, and I enjoyed it all, especially the classic lines like "Here's Johnny," "Red Rum," all that lot. So for that, I give this out of 5. I would definitely watch this again. Okay guys, comment your opinions below. Did you like it? Didn't you? And why? And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Come back for day 7 of Jodie's Halloween reviews.